Hello everyone and welcome back to Sonic Heroes for the GameCube, and in this one we're going to be going through 3 stages: Hang Castle, Mystic Mansion and Robot Storm at the very end.
Sonic, you sure this is the right way?
I saw Shadow and Eggman head this way. This has gotta be the right way.
But it's so spooky here!
Maybe that's the ghost of Shadow we saw earlier.
Stop it, Knuckles!
Okay, now for some reason, I don't know why, but from listening to that cutscene, you know the fire that you can hear in the background? The Xbox version of the game, or it just might have been a bug or something once, I believe, the fire is really, really loud. Like, the version that I'm playing, the GameCube version, is fine with it and all. Same with the PS2 version. In fact, the PS2 version has no goddamn fire at all. But, the Xbox version, you know, just is too loud to where you can't even hear what the characters are saying, and apparently it hurts your ears. I found that out actually from another Let's Player that I watched called One Well Sheep, who is a goddamn underrated guy on YouTube. Seriously, check that guy out. He deserves way more subscribers, more than me, and he has less than me. What is the logic behind that? Because he adds way more effort into things than me, you know. He's tackling all the goddamn Sonic games in existence, like the Great Clement and stuff. All these videos are in 1080p, 60 frames per second. He uploads practically every goddamn day. Why is he not in the big numbers of YouTube? It makes no goddamn sense. So, big shout out to One Well Sheep. Go check him out. But yeah, on another note and stuff, this is Hang Castle, in case you can't tell already. It's basically some sort of haunted version, I guess, of like a castle and things. I don't know why the word hangs in it. I mean, at first and stuff, when I first heard it, I thought people were going to be hanging or something, and I thought, this is a bit morbid for a Sonic game and things. But then this took me by surprise or so, back then when I was absolutely god-awful at this game.
Look, the door's opened.
I always love that line, seriously, even though Knuckles has really good line delivery on some of them. In fact, all the characters do, you know. Dean Bristow, like, does a good job with Knuckles and stuff. But, just some of the things that he says in this are really funny, I find. You know, like with what we heard earlier in Bullet Station. It's really steep here. Be careful. You know, the amount of exaggeration on that one. And it's just the way he says it on the other one, like, look, the door's open. I don't know, it doesn't really sound like Knucklehead or anything, if you ask me, but still. Either way, I actually don't mind Hang Castle level and things. I prefer it more than Mystic Mansion, mainly because of a really infamous part of Mystic Mansion at the very end. Also, I nearly fell off there, my bad. I find that that's the thing, though, with this game. Like, when you run off an edge, they don't just run off it. They sort of, like, you know, virtually fall off it with their tiptoes about to fall off and things. So you don't just dash straight off and then that's it. You have to start again to get an A rank or anything. So at least I can credit them for that. But still. Also, another thing I want to ask you guys actually is
Be careful not to fall.
an idea also, you know, for what I'm going to show, like, for bonus content of this game. So I really like the things that they say when you clear like an act or beat a boss or so, you know, where depending on which character you went to the goal ring with or beat the boss last with, you know, they will say a quote or something at the very end. Some of them are really interesting to hear, and I want you guys to let me know in the comments below if you want me to show off, you know, all the quotes, just like make a compilation of every single quote that they say in the game, so you can hear them out loud, you know, in like good audio and stuff like that. Just let me know in the comments below, because I'll do it if you want me to be honest. I mean, it's not really that hard. If I'm gonna get every goddamn A rank in Sonic Heroes with no issues, I'm pretty sure I can show off, you know, all the voice clips. Because, I mean, it'll be interesting for me, anyway, just hearing them out in all their glory and stuff, as some of them are really, really strange. Particularly SBOs when you defeat Egg Hawk, or just any boss battle in general, I think, but still. I also like the music to Hang Castle as well. I like, you know, I like the, how the goddamn freaking words, Jesus. I like, you know, the melody of this level when it comes to its song. There we go, I said it right, sort of. As, you know, it's just got a lot of variations going on, particularly when the castle flips upside down, you know, the music changes to some sort of, like, spooky version of things, whereas right now it sounds haunted and suits the level, but, you know, when you probably noticed it earlier and stuff, but when the castle flips upside down, like this segment here,
What's going on?
You know, the music changes and things. It reminds me a lot of Banjo-Kazooie, since that's one thing that I like in Banjo-Kazooie. Depending on what area you're in, you know, the music changes. In fact, it sort of stayed the same, but had some sort of variation thrown into it. The same with Donkey Kong 64 as well. That's the one thing, though, that I liked about Banjo-Kazooie. Like, you know, particularly if you were in Spiral Mountain, you would hear the main tune, but if you went underwater, it would show you, like, an underwater version of Spiral Mountain that you could hear, and it was just blissful. Banjo-Kazooie is, like, one of my favourite games ever. In fact, you know, next to, like, Majora's Mask. I just love that game. I'm gonna be really excited when I LP Banjo-Kazooie. It's gonna be a fun time. I love that Lightspeed dash section right there. It reminds me when I first used Chaos Control in Shadow the Hedgehog, because that is by far probably the most psychedelic thing in existence when it comes to gaming. Seriously, when you use Chaos Control, you know, in Shadow the Hedgehog and things just go so fast and blurred. My god, it was cool to me as a kid. Nowadays it makes it feel like I'm on acid or something like that, but still. Also, this bit is automated right here, and I love the little detail that they did in the background, where it was Eggman the other way, but then we flip it upside down and see, a bit of a suspicious thing right there. Like, even though it's Eggman flipped upside down, it's clearly making an image of something else. Something else that we're probably going to see much later in the game. Hint, hint. Also, what I can say is this bit here reminds me of, you know the bit in Sonic Adventure, what's this called, Speed Highway I think it is? The bit where you run down the building? It reminds me a lot of that. It would be really cool if they used like some sort of haunted version, you know, of music with the theme when you run down the building from Sonic Adventure. I think that would be great. As I freaking love Sonic Adventure, man, but still. I'm just a big Sonic fan in general, you know? I think that's a really cool way to end off the level as well. Just a downhill segment, you know, dashing to the very end. And then it just launches you into the goal and things. So that took like 7 minutes. Like I said, the levels get a bit longer, but only by 2 minutes or so, I find. So it really is not that much of an issue.
Perfect!
Wow, Knuckles is really happy for an A rank. Although they should be, really, because I mean, it's like the top grade, isn't it? I'd imagine so. Also, we have 16 emblems so far. So that's different. And now we are onwards to Mystic Mansion. A difficult level, but it has my favourite song in the whole goddamn game.
What a castle!
I wonder what's next.
Feels like Halloween with all these ghosts.
Ah, pretty much like Pumpkin Hill from Sonic Adventure 2, even though that was Knuckles' stage, damn it. But I, goddamn, love this song in this level. My god, you know, I love the fact that it's got like a beat going on in the background, it has haunted things going on, and it has rock guitars coming in. I just love everything about this song. In fact, I believe it's in like one of my playlists on my channel called Favorite Video Game Music, because I'm such a nerd. Because I absolutely just love this song and things, and it's to the Emerald Chase Challenge. Like, seriously, you haven't really heard that enough, to be honest. You know when I'm chasing for the Chaos Emerald in the episodes or so? I beat them so fast that you don't have enough time to hear the music. Seriously, hear the music! Like, you know, like on YouTube and stuff. It is really good. It reminds me a lot of Super Monkey Ball in ways. Like, if you put, like, the music while playing Super Monkey Ball, it suits it very well, I find. Oh, you're going to need a lot of Team Blast in this area as well, because you're going to come across strong enemies in this. Also, I really don't see the need in that pole right there, so you can just jump down there as Tails, really. I actually don't see the point in that sort of design, but never mind, it's only one bit, it doesn't bother me too much, but still. There are also bobsleigh segments, but this time, there are lasers that return, you know, from Bullet Station, and we have to jump out of the way, and first time and stuff, you're not really going to avoid them, I don't think, because you're going pretty freaking fast, and, you know, you can't really see what's ahead of you that much, so really, it takes practice or so, and then it becomes memory at the end of the day and stuff like that, but still. So I don't know why, did I collect that key? No, I didn't. I was going to say, I swear like on one of them, even though I already have the special stage key, I collected them. There's also a couple of puzzle elements thrown in as well, which I screwed up. God damn it. Wow, I've played this game so many times and I can't even remember the puzzle with 3 switches. So, you know, in this level and stuff, you have to think and things. It's more of the slow level, I guess. But, you know, I don't really find it too bad or anything. Except for the end part. The end part is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, it always made me rage quit on this game as a kid or so, particularly Sonic's bit. Everybody else was okay-ish, I guess, but Sonic's bit is just... I swear, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, depending on what version you're playing anyway. And in the PS2 version, it's even goddamn worse, and you'll see what I mean when we get to that much later on in this episode. Also, I like how when you activate a switch, you get given 20 lives. Speaking of which, I just looked at like the left corner and I have like nearly 50 lives. We're just Team Sonic. And you know, this isn't even starting with like 20 or so, like from the previous data. This is straight away from like 3 lives at the very beginning. And I nearly have 50. It's like when I played Crash Bandicoot 3 for the PlayStation 2 years ago. Where I had like up to nearly 100 lives at the end or so. Also, what the freaking hell happened there? Oh, that's what caused it to happen, yeah. That was the one thing that screwed me up into getting, like, the special stage and the Chaos Emerald, you know, in this level. That bit there, where for some reason it just glitched out. Those enemies there are a goddamn pain! And I'm glad that I had Team Blast for it, because they have, like, this golden helmet at the top, which you need to get rid of first in order to hit them, otherwise they take no damage. And there are 2 ways to do it. You can either do a tornado attack on the enemy, you know, which causes it to fly off because wind and stuff. Or you can turn into Tails, and when they spin their hammer around and balance, you can basically hit them with Tails and they will fall over and their helmet will come off and then you can hit them like that. But they're just such a pain, you know, the fact that you have to knock the thing off. You can't just obliterate them fast. At least you could do that with all the other enemies, like, you know, that I showed off. When all of your characters are leveled up to, like, level 3 and stuff, you can annihilate all the enemies. Like, Sonic can take down those turtles that people hate so much. Even the yellow ones. That's the thing, you know? Like, some of them think, oh yeah, there's a lot of segments where you, like, beat up all the enemies and stuff. Well, yeah, while they do have those, when your characters are leveled up and you stay like that, you can plow through them all if you know what character does what and all their stats and effectiveness, you know? I guess you could say, you know, this game is sort of like the Pokemon when it comes to Sonic. Know your teams and stats, it'll help you out. Oh boy. Also, wow, I actually had another chance to get the special stage key right here. It's been a while since I've seen this footage, so all this is actually quite a shock to me, really. Well, not really a shock or so, just like some sort of surprise or so, I guess. Because, you know, it's been a while since I've seen it, and that's the thing I like to do when it comes to recording this LP or so. When I just watch, like, footage that I recorded like a while back or so, it's new for me, because it's like I'm watching something new all over again, because I can't really remember much from my first playthrough since it was quite a while back. I mean, I have the whole game recorded to this day, guys, like from the date of like recording and uploading this video even, the whole game is done. I have beaten all the teams, you know, got all A ranks, and I've even finished the last story or so. So I'm hoping that this LP won't be that delayed, to be honest. And, yeah, there you go. Because all this is through post-commentary. Oh god, this bit is a goddamn living nightmare or so. So you have to home in attack on these ghosts, but I swear, the hit detection on these ghosts are so bloody weird. Like, sometimes, you know, you'll hit them, sometimes you'll just pass through them or something. At least that's something that I experienced in the PS2 version anyway. Lately, I haven't really had that happen to me as much, where I just pass through the ghosts on the GameCube version. But I do remember in the PS2 version, this place used to always piss me off. Also, there's balloons over here in case you want to like refill your flight gauge and stuff. But all I can recommend really as Tails is just stay on the platforms and then just fly all the way down, really. Tails and Knuckles bits, you know, are okay, but it's just the Sonic bit, really, that some people have a hard time with. And the fact that this level, look at this is all bottomless pit territory right here, you know? If you fall off and stuff, that's it, you die, your score resets, and you lose your chance of getting the A rank. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter too much, I guess, like, if you just want to clear the level and stuff, but still. And look, there's a golden bloody enemy with this helmet on this tiny pit that you could easily fall off and he could knock you off and stuff, and it's best to have, like, a Team Blast there. This bit is just so terribly designed. I hate this bit. Like, even the final level is not that frustrating or so.
No problem. Piece of cake.
I also find it funny when the dialogue just sort of continues, even though, you know, the cutscene has already happened and stuff, because I don't know, I guess that was the program in this game. But either way, it amuses me, what can I say? And now we are coming up to the boss. I was going to say a special stage, but I didn't make it to the end with the special key, so that's a real shame. Anyway, let's go see who the boss is. After seeing our 17th emblem, Liminal, there are a lot of emblems in this game. I believe there's like 120 that you have to collect in total to unlock all the multiplayer games. Yeah, that's what they're for. Multiplayer game.
Trying to stop us now? Ha! What a joke!
What did you say? Now I'm really mad!
Okay, now we are coming across Robot Storm. Pretty much similar to the place that we fought, you know, in the casino area, where we had to take out all these robots really fast before the time limit in order to get an A rank and stuff. And I just love these levels in general, you know, it really makes you understand how the characters work, even though I nearly almost died there, Jesus. Where, depending on what levels you are, you know, it makes you know, like, what character does what they're effective against and all that. At least it did for me, and that's when I really enjoyed this game. I mean, just look at that! Knuckles just completely annihilated all those, you know, egg pawns, by the way, in, like, 1 second or so. Also, one thing I can say is, when you have, like, Team Blast in this area, use it wisely. Because, you know, you might think just, oh, I got a Team Blast, there's a whole bunch of robots I'm just going to take out and things. I would really use those carefully. Like, save them for the enemies, which are usually quite long and annoying to defeat. Like, not even on these guys, because, I mean, I just took those out really nice and easily, you know? What I mean is, save the Team Blast for things like, turtles, like, you know, the golden turtles and that usually you have to flip upside down and defeat, as well as like the big robots with the golden helmets, particularly those ones because you know, they're just long and annoying to defeat. These ones are okay because, I mean, there's no helmet and things, and Knuckles can just, you know, just destroy them just like that, you know. Just live and learn. The Gross Sonic Adventure 2 again. God damn it. I don't know why I keep doing that. I have no life. Plus I get 2,000 points for all that, do I? And now I'm going to use a Team Blast because there's like 3 robots around me and they're all going to die and things. So, you know, you want to save it for that kind of thing. Not just little enemies appearing out of nowhere and stuff like that. Also, I love this bit. Look at how Tails just completely takes out all these robots or so with these characters. The fact that they just bounce all over the place and then just completely destroy them is really good. This is why I think people, you know, underestimate Tails and things, because I think he's a flight type, but he doesn't really do a lot. He doesn't do a lot at level 1, but when he gets to level 3, that is when he becomes badass, you know? Particularly for taking out these trains and stuff, because usually doing it normally is, oh god, it's a pain. You have to like stun them or so, and then hit them as Sonic with homing attacks. But Tails can literally just throw the characters, because they're so leveled up, you know, that completely destroys everything. Also, like how Knuckles said, you know, I'm just warming up, even though he's shooting goddamn fireballs out of everywhere, really. So he wasn't lame when he said warming up. Also, I don't really bother with Knuckles to get any of the balloons or so, because there's no point. That's where you want the Team Blast, because there's a goddamn golden robot right there. Or at least, you know, a robot with a golden helmet. And with Team Blast, it just destroys them immediately.
Don't get too excited, boys! Those were the easy ones!
Didn't you say that before, Eggman? Strange. Either way, that's the end of Robot Storm, and in the next episode, we're gonna be tackling the last bit.
Need a break from those robots.
Yeah, indeed, Tails. Either way, that was the end of this episode or so, and in the next one, we're gonna be taking on the last part of Sonic's story. See you then!